Welcome seniors, this is day 3 of Unit 1. Our topic of study is factors of production. Students did a simple do now, which was a review of the past couple of days. You can find that do now along with the answer key and all of the handouts for today on Schoology under day 1.3. Our essential question, how do we satisfy our economic wants? We previously talked about scarcity and the fact that we have unlimited wants but limited resources. So how do we get those things, those goods and services that we desire? We're going to identify all of the factors of production, and then we're going to use the production equation to explain how we overcome scarcity to satisfy our wants. Our content standard, we're looking at the first one. We're focusing on scarcity today. And then our key terms standard. These are the key terms for today: factors of production, entrepreneurship, land, labor, human and physical capital. These words, along with the key terms from yesterday and Wednesday, will be part of the quiz on Monday. And again, the quiz will look like this. We'll randomly draw from the first 14 terms. Let's say that we draw the word resource. We'll write the word resource, then you'll write the definition, and then you'll give an example or an explanation of it. We continued on with an overview of the main ideas, especially with factors of production, and students updated their notes as we went over these examples together in class. So how do we create those goods and services in order to satisfy our unlimited wants? Well, we go back to our resources, and those resources are used to make all goods and services, and we also refer to them as our factors of production. And as we said before, they are all limited. And so we looked at these specific factors of production. We started off with land, those gifts of nature, anything that is made by God, let's say, trees, air, water, land, and any minerals that we extract from the land. Labor would be another one, which would be people on the job, workers that are hired. Just the fact that a person is working in a position qualifies them as labor. Entrepreneurs are those individuals who take these factors of production and put them together to create a new business or a new market. We use the example of Tacos Pineda. The owner of Tacos Pineda is an entrepreneur who took some land, labor, and capital and put it all together to create this business which produces delicious food. And the last one I want to focus on is capital. And this definition says capital are those tools and equipment that factories use. I want to say that capital is more divided into two categories: physical capital and human capital. So physical capital will be all of those tools, machines, even buildings that are used to make goods and services. But human capital is going to be the knowledge and skill that we have and we gain from education and experiences. So you achieving a high school graduation is going to mean that you have education and experiences. When you get a college degree, you're going to have further education and experiences. We contrast that with labor. Labor is simply a person who is doing a job. The skills and knowledge that that person has, that is their human capital. And one last way to look at all these ideas is, again, scarcity, limited resources, unlimited wants. These limited resources are the factors of production, and they are outweighed by our unlimited human wants. We want all of these things, we're never satisfied, right? And so we can see how we create these goods and services to fulfill our wants by using these limited resources. And so we did this example together to identify all of the factors of production for something that we see every day: French fries. We read this scenario together and encourage you to do this exercise yourself. Read through this, identify the factors of production. And then we paired up and discussed this together, and we identified examples of each of these. So land would be a plot of land, the potatoes, the water that goes into growing them, even the fertilizer. Labor would be the workers who are growing, processing, transporting, who are driving these machines. Human capital, the knowledge and skills that people have, knowing how to grow potatoes, knowing how to drive the machines. knowing how to freeze and salt and package the French fries so that they can be sold. Physical capital will be that farm equipment, all of the machines, the freezer that is used, the trucks that are used to transport them. Entrepreneurship will be those companies and restaurants that sell French fries. And so we could say McDonald's is an entrepreneur. They take these French fries and they sell them. You could also see in the store, Ore-Ida is a common manufacturer of frozen French fries and tater tots and hash browns. Okay, so all of these are put together to create a good or service. Another way to look at this would be to call our factors of production inputs. Land, labor, capital, and entrepreneurship, they go into a factory, and the result, what comes out, are the things, the goods and services that we desire, that we want to buy. The last example we did together in class was we went to this YouTube video. We watched this video called How It's Made, and it showed the behind-the-scenes look at toothpaste and the factory and everything that goes into making it, and we identified examples of the factors of production. And then we filled out this graphic organizer together, and this is one of the handouts that you can find uploaded to Schoology. Land would be all of the ingredients in toothpaste, the location of the factory. Labor, all of the people, the workers who are operating the equipment. We could even say the chemists. The knowledge and skills that the chemists have. The testers' skills who are tasting the toothpaste. That's human capital. Physical capital would be the machines, robots, and computers that are assisting them in the production. Entrepreneurship will use companies and brands that make toothpaste. We said Colgate, Crest, Sensodyne would all be examples of toothpaste companies. And obviously the end result would be toothpaste. And again, all of these would be our inputs, and the result is the output. We did not have time for this example in class. I'd encourage you to try this out on your own. You can go to YouTube channel, you can search it, How It's Made, and you can choose from a variety of everyday things and a short video, behind the scenes look at how different things are produced. And then our homework is to move on to the next section, chapter 2.4. Again, it's not the entire section. You can stop at the on page 28 where it says making how much decisions. Prepare your key terms, study your key terms for Monday, and that is it for today. Let me know of any questions, email me, send me a message on Schoology, and I will see you next class.